Hello, my fellow patriots. Glad to see you again. Haven't been here for a while, but it's great to be back. Feeling a little bit better, so hopefully I can start making more videos. I know it's the last time, and I haven't made a video for 2 months. Horrible. Got to get back into it. It's just difficult for me to be on YouTube because I like to talk to you guys plainly, and because of because of all this censorship. If I see the wrong thing, they're gonna, yank my channel from me or my video from me. So, I'm trying to go on different social media sites like uh, Rumble and Gab. I was on a Parlor. I had like in 3 months around almost 10,000 followers, and Parlor kept on going down, up, down, changing all their stuff. It's gone really horrible. I don't know, bad management combined with the deep state, it's not as vibrant as it used to be, which is unfortunate. But I'm happy to be with you here today, and I had to get something off my chest. I seen something earlier. I probably old news to you, but kind of, news to me, new news to me because, I don't know, I was just thinking about whatever happened to Stevie Wonder. Haven't heard from the dude for a long time. Let me check out Stevie Wonder. Go on, check out Stevie Wonder. Well, he's moving to Guyana because there's too much white racist people in America. Really? I mean, this is the deep state. This is what they do. They use athletes, they use Hollywood, they use every means they can to try to divide our country and the planet as a whole. That's what they do. And it's really unfortunate. And the media, I mean, we know for a long time they've gotten into the racist thing. It's not as much as now because there's so much stuff going on with Biden, with Afghanistan, and all the other destruction that he's using to destroy our amazing country. So, but it's still there. I can still feel it among certain people I speak to, especially people that I know that are on the left. Um, you know, they think that white people, and this is very unfortunate that the school system has gone so bad that they're willing to allow teachers to teach that white people are inherently born racist. Are you kidding me? You see, I'm a one race under God kind of person, so I don't believe that at all. There's racism in every culture, in every race, whatever. It's there. And I don't know, sometimes it may not always be racism. It's a culture thing. Some people don't want Italians, French, and different people. They don't want different cultures to mix because of, they feel they just don't want it to mix. And it may not be because they're black, like I said, it could be culture. But, the deep state wants to throw everything at you. I take this racism stuff very personally because most of all my life, I had to deal with black people on me when it comes to white people. And it's really sad. It destroyed a lot of my relationships with other people growing up in high school, in elementary school and in high school, and in my family. I really don't want to talk about it too much because, my family sees the video, which they probably won't because they don't really watch these channels. But if they do, even if it's the truth, they'll be all upset with me. But I have to make this world a better place, I have to talk about things in order for people to understand how racism starts and how hatred and division starts. It starts within ourselves, even though that the D state is pushing it. I'll give you a couple examples. I love all kinds of music. When I was in high school, um, I had a lot of friends that were white. I lived in a white, kind of a whitish neighborhood, and like I said, a lot of people listen to the same music, so I just got used to the music. And I got home one day from high school, feeling, oh great, I had a tough day in school. That's how I relaxed. I put on my music. Put on my music, and my brother walks in and he goes, "What do you listen to? This is white people's music." And he pulls the plug on me. You know, and it's sad. I mean, it doesn't matter. You just have to hear a little guitar. It doesn't matter who's playing it. It could be a black person performing it, blues, whatever. Hear that guitar, it's automatically, white people music. I think right now it's different. I'm sure right now he's changed that way, but growing up, that's what I had, and it kind of affected my life in a negative way. And I have the most amazing mother. I am not worthy of her and what she did for me and for my family. Um, Growing up in a family of seven as a single mother uh, with health issues, they told her to put us in a home, and she stuck it out with us, all seven of us, in a small three-bedroom apartment. She slept on the sofa for all that time, and allowed us to have the three rooms divided between seven. My mom sacrificed so much sometimes, and I'm not worthy of her kindness. But you know, you could be a wonderful person, but we all have our weaknesses, all of us. No matter how good we are, we're going to have our weaknesses. And at that time, I shouldn't say at that time, but you know, I had I had that issue with my mother. Um, give you an example. I was having a conversation on the phone with a girl. I was in a room with the door closed, and I guess I was on the phone, mom, and she walks in the room, and she goes, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "A girl." And she goes, "Is she white?" I said, "Yeah." Click, and she hung up the phone. I couldn't understand, but I was pretty young then. I tell some of my friends the story, and their excuse is my mom comes from a time and place where she feels she has my best interest at heart. That may be the case, and she probably truly believes that. I don't know, but that's not the way I feel. Um, I grew up. It doesn't matter what color, what race you are, you know. And I had racist white people attack me growing up, and I still won't allow that to affect. I won't put it on the whole of the race. And that's what the D state is doing. You'll find a few racist people, and they try to make it look like all white people are racist, especially Trump supporters. That's what they want to do because you don't want people to learn new things. You don't want people to grow. They don't want people to know anything outside of their narrative box. So they use that racist thing, and it's really sad. And another thing, what happened in my relationship with my mom is that you know I was afraid. I married uh, a white girl, and but I had a relationship before her, and I had a child that I took care of with a black girl. And I'm saying this because just to show, my mom thinks I'm all about, oh, this white girls. And even if I was, it wouldn't matter. It's like it's my choice. But, you know, I was afraid to tell my mom. The night before, a week before I was going to get married, I went to my mom's house to my sister's house to tell her that I was going to get married. And before I told them I was going to get married, my sister was talking about white people this and white people that with my mom. So I didn't tell my mother. Horrible. I know. I could have been stronger. I could have just said it, but I didn't want anything to affect, you know, my joy at that time. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to go through that, you know. So I didn't tell her until the weekend before I got married that I was getting married, just so that I don't know. Like I said, maybe I cowered out, and I should have just said it, but I didn't. So you see how these things could have a negative effect on your life, and you know, I'm a like I said, I'm a one race under God kind of person, and I want us to come together as one because we can't win if we're not unified. You know the saying, united we stand, divided we fall. That's why the D state is trying to divide us by race because they want us to fall, and that's their agenda, one of their many agendas. You know, I had to get that off my chest. It's just, you know, I held that back for so long, and like I said, you talk about race, and you know, people act funny these days, and I want to give you another example about this racism thing. Um, I left me and my wife went downtown. Ex-wife, she's my ex-wife now. We went downtown, and we don't like to drive downtown because it's so far. Um, so we usually go to the subway, drop the car off there, and take the subway downtown. And we did that one time. And on the way back, I went to get some tokens. My ex was sitting down with my oldest son, which is black, which she adopted basically when she married me. Um, and that was our first child together, was my son, because it didn't matter to her about race or anything like that. And anyway, she was sitting in the subway, and I remember this black girl, the older lady, was standing over my wife at the time, and I look back and I see the expression on my wife's face, my ex-wife's face, and you can see she had this very hurt look on her face, and she's a very strong person. That's what I used to like about her. You know, she had a very thick skin. Nothing really gets under there. But to see her face that way, and expression, I knew something was wrong. So I went back to her and I said, "What's wrong?" She kind of had tears in her eyes, and she was like, you know, she came up to me and she goes, she's one look at my son, which is black, and my ex-wife at that time, which was my wife, of course, and the black lady goes, and she was coming from church and stuff, 'cause she had a Bible and stuff. She goes, "That is the most disgustingest thing I ever see. Black and white. You are gross and you disgust me." And she started to see all these other things, and she just left. And that really troubled my wife at the time. And you know, this division needs to stop. We have to come together, regardless of our differences. Is you know, like I said, the D state wants us to fall, and they'll use everything to in their power to have us fall. And we have to stay strong and united. I know that I'd be living in a tale that fairy tale if I think everybody is together and you know kumbaya kind of thing. But we have to try. It's the only thing that is growth. It's the only thing that's gonna make us grow, come together as one. As we put aside those differences. And I just had to, like I said, get that off my chest. And I love you guys very much, and you guys have a wonderful day. And hopefully, I can make more videos. I have a lot of things to talk about, things that's going on with the election results and all the other stuff that's going on, the audits and you know, all the things that are going on in this world. I have so much in my chest I gotta get off. And like I said, I'm feeling a lot better. So hopefully I'll be making videos and talking to you soon. God bless. Take care. Bye.